Hey there, namaste, and welcome to another message from your spirit guides from Spiritualistik. My name is Colleen, and I'm so happy that you're here today. I would love it if you would pick the card that you feel the most intuitively guided to. Go ahead and select either group 1, 2, or 3, and go ahead and skip to your reading. If you selected the first group, then you chose the Emperor card, number 4, and this reading is for you. So, the first thing that's coming to mind here is the Ram. So Aries could be significant as well. Of course, the Emperor is the card of Aries, but he's also holding a chess piece, and he's holding the King. So it's like he is waiting to drop his checkmate move, but he's waiting patiently to see exactly what it is. Christ consciousness could be relevant to you, as well as forearm tattoos. The Emperor, is wearing cute little shoes. I love that. But also, most of all, he is a boss-like king energy, but at the same time is very stubborn, a bit guarded, and always gets his way and gets very upset when he does not. But I'm feeling less of this energy, and most of this boss-like, on top of the world, sitting patiently and getting ready to make the correct move. This constellation looks a little bit like Cancer, so that could also be significant to you too. So, today I'm going to take a look at your situation, pull some clarity, see what you're learning, and then pull your advice. Today I'm using the Light Seers Tarot, and as you can see, I'm filming at a different location, so it's a little more zoomed in than it usually is. Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups with Death and Rebirth, the Nine of Swords, and the Justice card. Beautiful. So what I'm getting for here is that there's definitely a new beginning in love that's coming your way. You have definitely been creating a denser energy, but you could feel a little bit of tightness in your chest, or you could have recently felt some just tension in your shoulders and your neck. This is your heart space wanting to open up, and you might be feeling this. It's not that your heart is closed or blocked or anything like that, but I'm really feeling this in a self-love kind of way, like standing your ground like the Emperor. This could also indicate that there is a new beginning starting in love. This could absolutely be romance, and it could definitely be both. Typically, pink love has to do with, divine love and also self-love. And the red in the middle is indicating that something that you've wanted for a really long time is going to ground itself. But only when you're ready. Once you are entirely decisive, you know for sure, something will either come towards you or you towards it. Either way, it will find itself into your life because it's meant to. With this 13, death and rebirth, and this little infinity sign in the middle, this is saying that maybe on the outside you could be seeming like a bit grouchy right now, and it's because everywhere you look you're seeing the cosmos, and on the inside you're just longing to tune back into nature. So if you're having a hard time making a decision with love, or you're trying to show yourself a little more self-love, getting out into nature beyond just grounding your energy vibrationally can really serve you at this time. So if you have a unique opportunity ahead of you, please go ahead and take it. You could be sitting inside and literally staring at trees. Just go outside and sit underneath one. It'll serve you a lot of good, and it can help you specifically get some guided intuitive messages. This Nine of Swords is letting me know that there's a situation in your life that is likely coming to a close, or at least causing you a lot of stress. And the physical aspects of the situation are just dragging you down. But in the 5D, everything seems to be going amazingly. There could be a situation in your life where it just looks messy all the time, but you're having dreams of this being a peaceful situation, or you are in touch with the higher self of yourself or someone else, or you just have a really strong spirit guide that's coming through to let you know that it's going to be okay, and that you are on the right path, and that everything is balancing out with the Justice card at the end. Everything is absolutely working in your favor. And I was reading The Alchemist yesterday, and the prologue is really short. It's a story about Narcissus, and we know that Narcissus stared at his own beauty in the water and was obsessed with himself, the original narcissist, right? But he was having a hard time looking anywhere else because he was seeing his beauty. But the end of that story actually goes, well, yes, Narcissus got so consumed by his own self-worth, his own beauty, that he fell into the river and eventually died. But the end of the story actually goes that the river spirit, was then confronted by another spirit and asked, well, how do you feel about Narcissus dying? And she said, I miss him dearly because he appreciated my beauty, which allowed me to see his, and I saw his beauty, which allowed me to see mine. And that's very much the energy that I'm getting here. Whatever is happening, it's like you are feeling like you need to unsheath your sword. You feel like you need to put your defenses up. You are so stressed. There are some things going on in your life that just don't vibrationally resonate with you or the way that you feel. And your guide is coming in to let you know that this isn't actually a battle you're going to have to fight, but you need to be prepared to fight it. Because that energy coming into your vibration, that self-love, that emperor, that stubbornness and unwillingness to budge, but grounded and in self-love. And perhaps maybe you're standing your ground when it comes to recycling or composting or your business, whatever. All of these little things that make you you are perfect. And it's not wrong for you to stand in your ground. And you could be feeling like you always need to change so that you can attract what it is that's meant for you. But that's exactly the opposite of what's going on here. What's going on here is that you're getting what's meant for you. And it is stressing you out because that stress, unfortunately, yes, is present. But this 9 is also a number of, well, Sagittarius, but higher learning and freedom. So ultimately, it could be that you're having a hard time sleeping, but your guides are really noticing that you're picking up all of your intuitive messages. Whether or not you're following them is one thing, but you're receiving them all. You are very aware of what's going on within and around you right now. Everything is balancing out. And 11 is the number of Aquarius, Uranus. Individuality, quirkiness, humanitarianism, which brings me back again to, just trying to people please. Also trying to be kind to the environment, be kind to yourself, be kind to those around you, and stand your ground and not accept anything less. Because you don't deserve less. Neither does the planet Earth. Neither do your loved ones. Neither does literally any random person on the planet. And right now, it's like you're looking all around you and you're seeing a backwards world. You could be wondering, well, if there are forest fires in California, then why are you throwing your cigarette butts out the window? You could be wondering, if there's a recycling bin right there, why are you throwing away that newspaper? And if you love me, why are you rejecting me? And this is because there is some kind of collective pain that's going on here that's contributing to your pain right now, to this stressor. But you're the one, you see through this in some way, shape, or form, at least, and you live in this, you stand in this every day. You inspire so many others, and the universe is trying to give you blessings. But in order for this to happen, you're going to need to stand your ground and be a little bit stricter, because ultimately, you are of unconditional love. You are unconditional love. And when you put that into yourself and the earth and your mind and your heart space and share that with others, then there's no reason you should ever want or need to change these things. We don't want to people please. You definitely want to stand in your power here. 4 is indicating, yes, Cancerian energy, but also a happy ending, happy home, happy family, maternal vibes, mother. It's very interesting. 4 is the number of mother, and you got the Emperor, which signifies the father. You could be reparenting yourself, or you could be, I'm hearing reparenting the collective. That's very strong energy. I'm going to leave that there. You know what I'm talking about if this is for you. So, that will be your situation with, okay, I'm not going to tell you the bottom of the deck energy right now because I want to see what comes up for your clarification. Okay, I'll tell you. It was the King of Pentacles. But I think that it's related and unrelated. I think that maybe you're... Oh, there's a Queen. All right. So you're trying to ground this energy, this union energy in the physical. And this could be love. This could be with yourself, unifying your 3D self with your higher self. And this could also have to do with any kind of spiritual journey you may be on with others, yourself, whatever. This is letting me know that maybe your focus has been a little bit too much on the physical grounding of the manifestations and less on the energy that's going into it. Now, everything is going in your favor, and you're being asked to walk away from something that you really don't want to walk away from, but it's for a rebirth. Because I noticed that the wheel card covered up the word death, and there's walking away, but it's really a rebirth because there are some thoughts. There's some overthinking. There are some false narratives. There are just some too many blips in the thoughts, in the communication right now. So things are balancing out. You're walking away from a situation, or being forced even, to walk away from a situation that, well, if it doesn't want you there, then it doesn't serve you, but you really wanted to be there. But this is more about self-exploration. This is more about knowing that you have your fire, and knowing that you have your water, and the earth, and the sun, and the air, and spirit, and continuing on anyway. Knowing that no matter what your life looks like, you will always be provided for and taken care of. Knowing that you, at the very least, always have your own back. And that you, your higher self, your future self, all your past incarnations, as well as your spirit guides, ancestors, and angels that are here with us today, they are all right next to you. And there's only one footprint following her right now, and this is reminding me of the footsteps in the sand prayer or poem. Essentially, when you're going through a hard time, and you could be walking on the beach with God, and you're going through a hard time, you look next to him and you look back, and when everything's kind of going all right, you see two sets of footprints, and when things are difficult, you only see one. And you could ask God, source, your higher self, your intuition, well, if I'm going through it right now, why are you leaving me alone? And the answer is, I wasn't leaving you alone. I was carrying you. And that's very much what's happening right now. It's like you are being gently, very gently, and with love. I'm hearing, I know it hurts, baby, I know. You're being very gently scooped out of either the situation or energy that you're in and placed down where it serves you the most. And when you land, you're going to feel amazing. I haven't even touched upon this moon card, which lets me know there are absolutely hidden aspects to your situation that you're just unaware of, and you could literally be drowning in your emotions right now. The full moon could be significant, and the other side, the 180 of this, could be coming back around the next full moon. It usually happens around the middle of the month, so go ahead and keep an eye out for that. You'll notice that the energy is increasing. Mercury did go into retrograde the day that I'm recording this in Gemini, so it's actually kind of a more positive Mercury retrograde. It's more centered around listening and balancing out those hot and cold aspects of Gemini. And because Mercury is at home in Gemini, its ruling sign, there's comfortable communication, and it's a little less on edge. We do see the yin and the yang represented here in these two wolves, which could also be significant for you. I've been seeing a lot of wolves today, which is kind of a rare thing for me, so that could be significant for you as well. I see that her hair here is orange, and it's letting me know that you are trying to, whatever this is that's been getting in your way that you really want and are having a hard time leaving, it's been stunting your creative ability, your creative growth, and your creative expression. That's why she's drowning. But what wants to come out of her is orange, and what is being swaddled around her is indigo, intuition, divine support. And yeah, she might be drowning in water, which is emotions, but she's also drowning in her intuition. There's absolutely no denying what it is you already know. This is very powerful energy. So for the moon to come out on top of justice is saying that it's finally time for you to shine. You have been bogged down unnecessarily by your surroundings in ways that you don't even see because of your unconditional love, because of your compassion, because of your kindness. And you deserve to receive that back. You shouldn't be cleaning up other people's messes and sorting through trash cans to recycle. You should be recycling yourself. And then that should allow someone else to become inspired, which should allow someone else to be inspired. And I know that's a small example, but however this resonates for you, please take it. I will mention again that the King of Pentacles came out on the bottom of the deck, and the Queen of Pentacles is coming down here. And it's like, I know this is kind of whatever. Princess Yue from Avatar The Last Airbender, she turned into the moon goddess spirit because somebody tried to kill the moon because they wanted their fire to burn so badly. So they tried to kill the moon spirit, and this girl had promised her life in exchange for, when this happened at her birth, in exchange for a miracle of healing. And essentially she turned into a goddess because, well, it seemed like an unfortunate scenario at the time, but what actually happened was she ended up realizing her fullest potential. And I think that that's really all that's trying to come through for you today here. Your guides want you to reach your fullest potential, and really, whatever this is that's been bothering you, you're over it. You are standing in your tree posture, practicing your balance. You've got your dice around the neck, and everything's working out for you. But the one area of life that you feel like you can't control, it's falling apart for you so that you have more options at your feet. Yeah, there's something that hasn't been coming in at all, but it's been waiting to. I promise that the trade-off will be worth it. This is what you truly want, but I can absolutely see here where, Emperor and Ace of Cups and rebirth and the wheel, these happiness energies, like, I see where you would want to keep yourself stuck here. It feels nice. You feel abundant. You feel secure. Queen of Pentacles. You feel on top of the world. Unbothered, I'm hearing. That's very Aquarian, which is an energy that's coming out a lot in this reading today. And 818 could be significant. 8 is a number of financial abundance, but I've also seen a lot of people lean too hard into the number 8. For example, they'll get like 8888 like tattooed all over them and be like, wow, like forever and ever and ever, infinity, money, love, da 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 da. Well, also karmic cycles, which is what we're here to break. The way that karma works is you get what you give. And this does not have to be moment to moment, and this does not even have to be lifetime to lifetime, which is why your physical vibration is so important. The vibrations around you have not been acknowledging and respecting you, treating you like you're their star. But there is a 17-8 out there that wants to treat you like that. And you deserve that. But perhaps you could be having a difficult time trusting it because it's hurt you in the past. And so I'm hearing stairway to heaven. It's like you're climbing a stairway to heaven, and so the other situation or person or whatever, however this resonates, is feeling a little bit upset that they might not ever be able to commit to being good enough for you, but they want that alongside you. And this could literally be a plant you're taking care of. This could be the love of your life. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, I'm going to pull more cards. So, for your advice, you have... Oh, what you're learning right now. Oh, no, I said advice. I'm getting advice. And then I'll pull it off after. So your advice is judgment. 5 of Cups. And 6 of Swords. Let me scooch this up so you can see it a little better. Okay. So, yeah, this judgment and the Emperor card's coming out. It's like the straw on the camel's back is broken. Like this is the last straw. Like you cannot take this anymore. Like something has really pushed you to the edge so much that it's liberated you. And you're kind of like crying over spilt milk here. Not because the situation wasn't beautiful, not because there's not more to get out of the situation, even. It will be entirely relative to you. But with the 6 of Swords, now we got both of the energies of walking away. We got stress, we have death and rebirth, and even the Tower was popping out earlier. So I can see you've definitely been going through it lately. But these 3 crows are the ones pulling her boat. she is letting fate and destiny guide her. Oh, she's letting fate guide her, and she's creating her own destiny because she now feels liberated enough to share her divine self with the world and not this projected onto her version that doesn't even resonate with her, but she just sits there unbothered with an open heart because it helps other people feel more comfortable. And they must be going through something too, right? So that excuses their behavior? You know it doesn't. And that's why you're choosing to at least release this energy, at the very least. You do have 5 and then 6 consecutive numbers that indicate, well, change and challenge in this card for sure, and your daily routine. So I have a feeling you're about to put the pedal to the metal in some areas of life, of your daily routine, and really get those little final pieces together in other areas of your life too. I can definitely see here that there's an energy that wants to come in for you that you deserve, but it's like as long as you're still upset about the situation that you're in right now, it has nothing to serve you yet. I see that it could have in the past and will again in the future, but where you are right now, there's simply an impasse. Yeah, I'll put some clarification on that for you. The 2 of Swords, unable to make a decision, feeling stuck, but it's because you're in your own head, about having faith that everything's going to work out in the physical, that you're going to get what it is that you want. Sometimes you try to manifest, and then you hear, don't manifest things too specifically because that's not what's good for you. And then you hear, oh, you need to manifest things really specifically so that they come in the way that you want them. And there's this stress attached to this energy. And another wolf. Hello. Check it out. You could feel like a loner or be afraid that you're going to be a loner, but you're not. There's somebody else out there that feels exactly the same way you do. And you're looking up at the same night sky, having the same thoughts in live time at the same time with each other. But this one thing you're not seeing, you're having a hard time having faith in, because when you look around, well, you see the King and the Queen of Pentacles, and that's absolutely beautiful, but the Emperor wants the Empress. And even more so than that, the Hierophant and the High Priestess are always options of energetical vibrations that you can attune yourself to. You are pretty comfortable with where you have been. It's like you were very happy and something just shattered in front of you. And you're wondering how to feel about it. And so instead, it's like you're not. You are just having faith and doing your damn best. That's really all you can do. 7 of Swords. So you're walking away from a situation, but there's also kind of a sneaky energy here. You could feel physically unsafe, I'm hearing, in your surroundings, and this crow kind of like hollering, it feels a bit aggressive to me. All these black feathers falling out of his sack. So there are some dark energies around you that haven't been serving you, and these have been snakes in your environment. Your intuition, and perhaps even people around you, have been trying to tell you your physical safety and your emotions, and being respected and treasured is part of life. It's natural. It's normal. And you do have 5, 6, and then 7. See, everything does work out. But 7 is the number of Libra, personal relationships, and divine timing. So maybe it's I don't know why he's falling under these 2 wolves. But the moon turned into the sun. And this light being shed onto the situation is what's giving you the space to speak your truth, and is allowing any energies that were formed or conspired against you to absolutely cease and flip. So evil eye energy here, any energy that's been sent to you that does not serve your best interest or was not sent with good intentions has been sent back to the sender. This is definite confirmation for that. And I'm seeing like a boat, and I'm kind of hearing I'm on a boat, which is kind of random, but there could be someone or something that's coming for you, and you might already be aware of it. But you're allowing the current pain from your situation to fog up your mind a little bit, fog up your intuition, and that's totally okay. Here's the Magician again, no longer in reverse. Yeah, this King and Queen of Pentacles energy, it's like I like the Queen energy, but the King energy is like, I don't know why he's looking at me weird. It's like, do you want the King of Pentacles or Emperor? It's like, your energy more closely relates to the Emperor, right? And the Ace of Cups, this unconditional love, this compassion, this beauty, this selflessness, absolute selflessness. Oh my gosh, I don't know who you are, Group 1, but I love you. I do, I really do. And I mean that, and you deserve to feel that, and you deserve to feel loved, and know that you are loved. This King of Pentacles is just having way too good of a time, like staring at this one big shiny coin. Vans could be significant, Converse, and it's like there's this guard dog, like there could be an energy around you that's like split personality, maybe like manic, a bit bipolar, hot and cold. That is maybe either money or die, or get off my back, defensive, ready to attack, and there's no in between. And you could be some kind of a healer or teacher or just a very kind, compassionate person, and if you're allowing yourself to get used up and abused and not respected and valued by your surroundings, there is not a dollar amount in the world that can justify someone squashing your heart. There is no dollar sign, there's no amount of money that there's no amount of money that is greater than love. There is nothing that is greater than love. So I want to see what you're learning, and the Seven of Wands is sneaking out, so you're learning that you already know. And sometimes you just have to wait for things to come in. And sometimes maybe you know something for a really long time, and by the time it does finally come in, Eight of Wands, it hurts a little more because maybe you waited so long that you actually maybe didn't believe it anymore. You were doubting your intuition because you were happy where you were at. And that's okay too. But this wouldn't be happening if there wasn't a happier version of you out there waiting to be discovered. What you're learning is the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Wands. You are learning right now that your energy is your most valuable resource. It's prime real estate. And with this vibration that you're holding on to, this does not get given out willy-nilly, especially not to someone in this energy. You are learning how to stand in your truest, unconditional, selfless, beautiful, compassionate, empathic nature, and let that be okay and serve you happiness and serve you happy unions and good times and good friends and trust, a happy, stable home, spiritual enlightenment, self-realization. All of these beautiful energies belong to you, and you are the root of the beautiful things that you're seeing in your surroundings. So, your surroundings are now draining you. Your energy is a hot commodity, and if anything is trying to make you feel otherwise, it's because they're using it up. So, you're learning that it's okay sometimes to keep your cards, pun intended, close to your chest. And it's also okay to be compassionate and to see things from everyone else's perspective as well as your own, and stand up for yourself. And you're also learning that it's still okay for you to have fun and enjoy yourself while you do things that you feel like are right. And to you, that's love and unconditionality. And that will never not be the case. The challenge here is to continue going through what you're going through and keep the vibe high. This surrounding or situation or person, whatever this is, they definitely feel the difference that you're gone. Just throwing them for a loop. They're in their mind. They realize that they've messed up. And maybe they broke the straw on the camel's back. This is the last time. Maybe, maybe someone used up all their passes, all their chances or whatever. This could very literally have to do with the earth. If we do this right, we have 30 years to turn it around. If we don't, we have 60 mediocre harvests left. Period. That's it. That's best case scenario. This could very well have to do with something like that as well. Love is always the answer. And when things get hard, that's where you need to funnel love to. But right now, hun, things are hard for you. Funnel that love into yourself. Don't keep tossing it out to people who don't. They see your worth, so they're using your worth, but they don't value your worth and your love, and you are deserving of so much better than that. I love you so much. I'm going to end this here today for you, Group 1. I'd like to thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a really wonderful rest of your day, week, month, and reincarnation in this realm, and I really want to remind you to be gentle with yourself. Show up where you need to, but be gentle with yourself. Keep your boundaries, and pay extra close attention to your surroundings and the way that you're being treated, because it is not a reflection of your energy, and that's the point. Namaste. Hey there, Group 2. If you selected the second group, then you selected the Chariot, number 7, and I can already tell that you are working on something that's divinely guided for you, and you're trying to move full speed ahead. You are using all the tools of your masculine and feminine energies, and you're trying to make a healthy, happy home for yourself, but I don't see that that's exactly perhaps what you're working on. It could just be your intended outcome of what you're working on, or one of them. There are 3 living beings in this card, so there could be at least 3 reasons why you're doing what you're doing, and for some reason I'm thinking of like the pumpkin carriage in Cinderella. So you could very literally have like a bippity boppity boo moment ahead of you that could be anything from going to Disneyland to literally seeing someone in the fairy realm, or just having a miracle land in your lap. You are the place that all this magic is coming from, and it's circling back around to you. You are just meeting it at the intersection where it lays. And 7 also does have to do sometimes with interpersonal relationships. It is Libra energy, but I'm getting more of the Cancerian Chariot energy than the 7 Libra energy on this one. So to start off, you have the 8 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. Oh, I'm going to pull your situation, clarity, what you're learning, advice, and see if there's anything else that wants to pop out. I can see that you are, it's like you're in your head, but you're not in your head. Like you are conscious that you're in your head, and so you are taking decisive action against this stagnation or block. And I'm hearing to practice engaging your Mula Bandha. For those non-yogis out there, Kegels, this can help a lot. When you engage your Mula Bandha, your energy does not leak out of you, and it helps push everything up. So if you feel a little bit like literally exasperated in one area of your body, this will help you immediately find energetic blockages in your chakras, and strengthening this energy and just feeling the openness and breathing through it will help you release and help you use that positive energy in order to do what you want to do, which I can see here you're very passionate about. You're not really caring too much about what other people think at this moment in time, because you know that your crowd's going to find you. You're definitely literally going to the beat of your own drum here, and there is a reference to the 3 of Wands on this particular card, so it's like you're no longer waiting for things to come to you, you are making them happen, and you have faith that even if you let something run away, if it's for you, it'll come back. So at this point in time, you are just focusing on yourself, you're trying to be your best self, and you're hyper vigilant and aware of the fact that there is a slight tendency to go into your head and overthink things. Now, I can see here that what's surrounding you is very likely a positive, happy home, family energy. You're probably feeling abundant. Kabbalah, now the Kabbalah can be used for trillions of different things, but right now I'm definitely getting Kabbalistic astrology, so you could check this out. It also can help you understand the position of the stars, planets, and also the different dimensions. So like here's the first density, second, third, fourth, etc. Or you could break it up even further and it'll go from 1 to 12. Each spot is a planet, and this is just an interesting new way to look at your birth chart, so you might be able to pick out some details if you read astrology that you wouldn't see before. So yeah, everything is all fancy and happy, so you could be in like very like fancy attire or a fancy place, or you could just be feeling on top of the world or ready to move up a level in your life, and that's definitely here for you. But it's like almost this expectation of a happy family, happy dress, like strings of pearls, and you're this energy where you're just full speed ahead, spiritual, doing your thing, probably super intuitive, doing something that other people might potentially call like woo woo or whatever. You know how people like to love spiritual people when they don't understand it. There is the Five of Wands. So there's definitely some kind of burden in your wow, why did I almost say separation? I was going to say situation. Okay, there could be some kind of separation with your happy family or whatever this is that's causing you to go into your mind. Whatever this is, there's a situation in your physical surroundings that's trying to pull you back into this energy. But that's not your energy, and that's not where you belong, which is why I think I was called to have you engage your root chakra, your Mula Bandha, because that it holds your own energy in your body and kind of shoots it up. And anything that's not actually yours, you won't feel. So that's a good moment for you to actually be able to physically separate, this is mine, this is not. And you might notice that you actually feel it popping up in your throat or in your heart or something, instead of all of this head, mind, oh my gosh, am I good enough? Am I good enough? Am I smart enough, rich enough, whatever it is? Yeah, none of that matters. All of that's dissipating. This is energy that is being sent to you. And for some reason, I'm seeing a pentagram in here, even though this is not a pentagram. And so you are using your masculine and feminine energies. You're using all 5 of the elements, earth, air, water, fire, space, right? Either. And you're just, you're using your fire. It's like your internal fire. There's something around you that's trying to affect your solar plexus, but you are so strongly in your just creative spiritual zone. You already feel proud about yourself because of your intuition and your faith in yourself and the divine. This is really beautiful energy here. I can definitely see that there perhaps are some struggles that are trying to pop up around you, but the more that they're there, the less that you care. And I think that could possibly be the purpose. And you have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Now this is the Sagittarius card, and number 14, which indicates angelic guidance. He is also an angel, and yeah, okay, this looks like someone I know, and it usually doesn't. So if you check out the faces of these cards, you might see somebody popping out at you, or you could be seeing like faces right now, like entities, spirits, ghosts, ancestors. You could have some kind of psychic download where now you're able to see a little bit more through the veil, and that's what's instigating this faith of yours. So, off to a great start already. I'd like to pull some clarity on your situation and kind of see more so what you're learning. So you have the King of Wands, definitely. So Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. This is pretty quick moving energy, but there's a spiritual evolution that has taken place in the past already, and this was meant for you. And this mind trap is perhaps something that you needed to let go of something in order to even realize was there. Because whatever it is that's trying to leave your life is what you used to substitute this feeling with. Like replace it, like replacement therapy type thing. So this was meant for you. Oh, you could be like a dancer, or I'm hearing like Cirque du Soleil, like aerial dance, or something like that. Very pretty. So you're being definitely guided to follow your heart in this situation, and know that you got 2 kings here. Hello. You are acting. Like, you are being called to act on your passions, on your impulses, on your spirituality. Because all of this is meant for you, and these negative cards don't stem from your energy. They feel very external. It could be something that's reincarnated with you, or it could literally just be somebody in your surroundings that's been prodding at you. But it might be someone or something that's been around you for a long time. And this has nothing to do with whether or not the situation is like good, bad, take it, leave it, whatever. This is the energy of the situation is changing, because instead of supplementing a void for the situation, you are changing your vibe, and the situation will either come back in alignment with you, or it will not, because it does not resonate with you. And you have this beautiful energy, so this vibe, like this energy, doesn't belong around you, and you know that. But you could be kind of stuck on this idea of like happy, perfect family, or making money, or whatever this 10 of Pentacles represents for you, with the 3 of Swords underneath it. Or you could have just had a difficult time in the past establishing this, or maybe This could have to do with inner child healing as well. Maybe you didn't understand or feel loved by your parents because they're looking at each other, but not at the children. But this dog is. So you could have like an emotional support animal. There could be an animal around you that is a spirit guide, a familiar, a reincarnated ancestor. There's an animal around you, and it knows you. It definitely knows you. And it has for longer than you think. Ace of Swords. All right. Some tarot readers call this the jailhouse of the mind, and this is very hello Kabbalah. Sorry. Check that out again for sure. Yeah, so this definitely indicates that you've been in your mind a lot, and her nose piercing is standing out to me. So try, when you breathe, try using one of your fingers to plug one of your nostrils and breathe only out the right, breathe only out the left. Try to alternate and make sure that you are getting equal airflow in both sides of your nostrils, because this is very important. When you breathe through your right nostril, it activates your left brain. When you breathe through your left nostril, it activates your right brain. So fine-tuning your breathing, practicing pranayama like that, will really help you find that mental clarity that you're searching for. This pain seems like it's in the heart, but the cards are letting me know that it's mostly it's mental, coming out of fear, and it's sinking down into the heart, and it's starting to settle. So practice your breathing a little more at this time. Spiral staircases could be relevant or irrelevant to you at this time, but either way, there's a long journey that has led to you finding the light. But now that you know where it is, you'll always be able to find it, and you know that, and that's where all this faith comes from, and that's where this new burst of energy is coming from too. So I would say that you're learning to stand in your biggest power and to, heart chakra and wands energy here, and swords. So these are all your feminine like chakras up here. Well, heart is the balance point, and the rest are feminine. So you're definitely standing more in your feminine power because you're feeling more comfortable. Now, when we take action and we feel comfortable, we build ourselves a happy home life. We're in our masculine energy. And from here, it's like the triangle or the hierarchy of our needs, right? So we need our basic needs met. And then from there, we can enjoy ourselves. And this lifts us into feminine energy, which lifts us into our intuition and our higher chakras, our connection with the divine, our light source, everything. And you found this light through this mental struggle. So you're now ready to release it, but it's like it's been with you for so long that it feels probably unnatural or entirely new to just disregard this old energy you've been holding on to without even realizing it probably, although it could have caused you a lot of pain in the past. So if you're experiencing some emotional blips or something, even though you know your energy's on point and you're doing the work and everything, know that it could serve you to protect your energy a little bit more, but release. Engage your Mula Bandha. Inhale. Release all that does not serve you. And charge all that does. You set that intention, ask for help with your guides and ancestors, and honey, you know it's coming for you. So this Two of Pentacles, you're kind of in this will they, won't they, should I, shouldn't I energy. And that's totally fine. It's because you're waiting on some kind of communication. I'm not feeling this as like a sign to start. It feels like maybe, for lack of a better word, procrastination, because of lack of self-confidence, because of some messages that are coming towards you. Or maybe even your intuition could have recently picked up that there's something like a contract, a letter, or something, an opportunity coming your way. Some kind of message that's important to you. And you've definitely been feeling like you've been walking on a tightrope or walking on eggshells here. But you've been letting your light just guide you the whole way, and that's why these new opportunities are coming to you. But since you picked up on this early, it's very possible that now you're overthinking it because you want to know what's going to happen, you want to know how it's going to happen, you want to know who it's going to happen to and when and all this stuff. And so you're wondering, do I take the step? Do I not take the step? Is it going to lead me here? Is it not going to lead me here? I know timelines change, all this stuff. Here's this Ace of Swords energy. So, okay, Nine of Swords. Hello. I want to shuffle this again because I want to get you some happiness. So, definitely in your mind, and that's okay, but you know where the source is, and there's definitely specifically one ancestor that is there for you right now. You could literally be seeing their face, like literally in front of your face. If you have some mirrors,
around you. You can do some mirror gazing, look at yourself with kind eyes, and ask only those with your best intention to come through and let you know what you need to know. And that message would be that because you have roughed this storm, this 10 of Pentacles is turning into a King of Pentacles. And you see how happy he is here? And here's an allusion to this dog again, too. This wolf. So, converse could be significant. This came out in the last reading. I don't want to link these two, but I feel like an energy that's kind of connecting group 1 with group 2. If it resonates, check it out. If it doesn't, let's move on. So, yeah, you're in your head about whether or not this thing is going to come, but it's here for you already because you deserve it. You just need to open up your heart and your mind to it. And if you're reading a book right now, it's going to help you a lot finishing this book. There are some messages that are in here that you need to learn, for sure. And it has literally the answer to your problems. So it will not only help you create more abundance for yourself, but feel abundant in your energy. And that's what's important here. Because it's not about money. It's not about, a house or people or kids or anything. It's not even about the dog or the ancestors. It's about you giving yourself love and pouring into your own cup first and allowing yourself to receive all the goodness that you put out for others. And this Ace of Swords that's telling you you don't deserve it is going to be replaced with this Ace of Cups. That's just filled with love. That's you're emanating this beautiful love, and it's going to come back to you. It is coming back to you, but it's like your vibe needs to change. Well, not change, but just you'll find the blip. If you engage your Mula Bandha, you'll find that spot. And just focus on releasing, sending a little bit of space to this area, and you will find it open up your heart. You will find yourself feeling more comfortable with yourself, following the flow. You'll feel yourself feeling loved, and it will absolutely strengthen your throat chakra and your intuition. Now, I'm seeing that you have a very, very strong connection with the divine and your ancestors here. So this will, of course, be uplifted, enhanced, but at this point in time, you are already getting more psychic downloads than you even realize, and there are so many things that you're learning you need to learn. Even though I can see here that you study so much, you learn so much, you definitely have ancient wisdom within you that you've already unlocked in your DNA. Now you just need to create openly and freely so that people can really receive what it is you're trying to give. And it will come back around to you as well. But that's not the point. The point is just to be balanced in your energy and to enjoy yourself and to release this energy. Release it through creation. Release it through, 18 plus stuff with a good vibe. Release it through your work. Release it through reading, breathing. Release energy that doesn't serve you and call to you all that does. Cutting the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles and the Empress. So you are learning so much, and so many are learning from you too. This candle is significant, and the color green is popping out on this card. So your love is opening up the collective, the world. And I'm seeing the number 6 in here right now. In this current moment, someone is thinking about you, and they're like, holy moly, I've learned so much from this person. Bless their soul. And so someone that is not me is sending you a blessing as you're listening to this. And I'm also tossing one out to you because I love you. So we have the moon, a full moon here with the water and this earth on the Empress card. So whatever this is you're creating, it's like, it's going to blossom for you. Don't worry about the timing. Don't worry about getting it all done perfectly. Just be yourself. Do it authentically. The new moon could be very significant time-wise for you. So check that out. But I can definitely see that with this water brushing over her shoulders, it's like you could be physically using water, showers, baths, oceans, whatever, to cleanse that energy in your heart. And her breasts are like popping out a little bit. Shout out to the underboob. And this is also Cancer energy. So this is also representing the mother, the earth mother. Try to tune into Mother Gaia. Tune into the green man. Tune into all of the earth, not just the collective. Tune into the planet. Feel her. Love her. Go outside and sit under a tree. Ask its permission to breathe its air and feel its bark. Listen to what it says back to you. Give it a hug. So, some advice for you. I'll pull out this Empress card because You're an empress, and you deserve to know that. We're putting it on this sad card. Okay. Oh, your advice is the Tower. I'm hearing let things fall apart so that they can fall together, because teamwork makes the dream work. And whatever situation you're in right now, oh, you already know it. It's not teamwork. We have 16, which is a 7. So everything that's happening right now is honestly for your highest good. This lightning is in the shape of a heart, and there's a monarch butterfly, which I saw today where I shouldn't have seen one. So that could definitely be significant for you, as well as geese. There's like a goose looking at me right now. Anyway, so birds and butterflies, flying things, are trying to tell you, you can fly too. You can be one of us. You're one of us. Tune into the earth. Learn how to fly. It's what you want. You know how to do it. You're the high priestess. You're so intuitive. And there are so many things that are trying to leave you so that you have room for what wants to come. You already know this, but there's like a cross. Like she has this little cross on her throat, between her heart and her throat. You have this cross that you're bearing on your intuition, and it's not letting you fully express all the way. It's like you express all of yourself except this one tiny little part. And even when your eyes are closed, your eyes are open. You'll be having a difficult time sleeping because of the amount of lucid dreams and astral travel and psychic downloads that you are actually receiving. So if you feel a little bit lethargic, or you feel like you want to take a nap in the middle of the day and blow off whatever it is that you told yourself you were going to do, go for it, please. This is the rune up here for cycles, right? So you definitely want to make sure that you break the cycle. You have light. Just you, like oh my god, like you are light. Like you are light. You've already transmuted your energy so much that you're transmuting this energy around you. And there's this like one little pebble. Like, do you see, like, you are literally tuned into your crown chakra, your soul star, your divine gateway, like your masculine, feminine, like source, all of this. Like, if you want to learn more about the chakras, I do have a post on the 3, 7, 12, and 22 chakra systems. Yoga indicates that there are up to 144 chakras, but your girl's not there yet. So if you want to learn about the ones below that, I have a blog post all about it. But I can definitely tell that you're tuning in up here, and that's what's giving you all this information. You're grounded, but at this point, you know that you're a soul living a human experience, and most of your being isn't even here. And that's not because you're putting it there, it's because it's just true. But now you're so aware of it that just tune into the earth, because you'll find something new, something different. The energy is different than you thought it was. Oh, hello, reverse. I'm going to keep this, even though I usually don't. So the 4 of Cups in reverse is letting me know that you're finally opening yourself up to receiving everything that you ever wanted. You're not looking at your surroundings and saying, You're looking at them and saying, I'm grateful. Even if I don't understand why, I'm grateful. Oh my gosh, I want to cry right now. I love you so much, and I love this energy. Continue putting yourself in gratitude. Be grateful for the things that have broken your heart. Be grateful for the work that you've put into yourself. Be grateful to your ancestors, spirits, angels, and guides. Be grateful for all that you have, and be extra grateful for all that you do not have. I can see here that you practice this, but this Page of Wands is popping out at the bottom. So lets me know that, ooh, lizards. Lots of lizards. Okay, so you could be just a little bit all over the place right now. You could be either out there, running around, doing your thing. You could be doing extra push-ups right now, or if not, that can also help you open up your heart chakra and the heart to throat channel. When you're not out there doing your thing, you could just feel like, turning off, and that's absolutely valid. Circles could be significant at this time, meditating on circles, or if you see a circle, that is a guide from your spirit, a message from your spirit guides trying to tell you something. So pay attention to like the last word that you heard when you look at the circle, or pay attention to the animal or the type of plant or the thought that's on your mind or the emotion that comes up when you see a circle next. It will help you a lot. And for some reason, this wand is reminding me of Harry Potter. I literally read tarot every day, so there's no excuse for that. So if you are watching Harry Potter, there could be some messages in there for you too. Okay, I'm just going to put the card down. So with the 4 of Pentacles, yeah, there are some spiritual truths that you're holding close to your chest, but you're not the only one that has these. It's just that you're the only one that you're around right now that has these. As far as you know. Oh, you would know. You would know. In your home life, you are clinging to some ancestral things. It's like the way that you're speaking. Okay, so this is her right ear, which is the giving side, masculine, right? So this is active. So in the words that you're saying, also check out your Taurus in your chart. Taurus energy rules this area of the body. The way that you are speaking projects ancestral karma that you've already broken. So allowing yourself to clear up this channel and this channel will definitely help you to speak from a more, I'm hearing, concise place. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind, right? And that's exactly what's going on. You're calling in your soul tribe, and I'm seeing this probably Little Dipper on the card. So I don't know, spoons could be significant for some reason. But apart from that, also you could be tuning into extraterrestrial guides. Don't gaslight yourself if that's what's going on. Just pull out a sketch pad, do your best. Trust me, you'll need it later. Yeah, your intuition is telling you to leave a particular situation, and you're just kind of like, but why? I don't want to. I got 10 of Pentacles here. I feel pretty happy. I don't know why. And this is because you just need to have faith. Have faith that your higher self and your ancestors see the end of the story. And you don't, and that's okay. And it's pulling you into this King of Pentacles and Ace of Cups energy. You're now receptive to love. You're giving and receiving love, and that's what's the most important, and you weren't. And if you're staying in a situation because you want to get love out of it and you're not, release it, because the situation is waiting for you that wants to love you. It's here to love you. So you could be, yes, okay, you could be in your head. You're a little bit confused. That's okay. Crows, lots of crows. Crows could be significant, and because it's on the right ear like this, I'm definitely, like this Othala rune here, I'm definitely getting that there's an ancestor that's chirping in your ear. Or maybe like not an ancestor, but an alive family member that's like chirping in your ear, and you're like, well, do I listen to that, or do I listen to the ancestors that have a higher perspective that this family member might kind of gaslight you out of, or whatever? It's like, you feel free. Also, like the Arctic Circle could be relevant for some reason. If you're in like northern Norway or something, Igli about to die. I'm happy to have you here. But there's definitely this on top of the world feeling. It's like you can't even imagine what's next for you. It's so beautiful. There's a light beam, like it's like coming to you, coming from you, emanating towards you and out of you and around you and everything. And you could feel extra heated right now, like physically hot. It's because you're being encouraged to step into your fire energy more. And that is a hot thing physically. So cool yourself down, warm up your muscles. Definitely keep your muscles and your body and your intuition warm. Wake up and just move around a little bit. You know, don't allow yourself to be confused. Changes that are hard happen for a reason. And you've unlocked something so beautiful and big within you. And here's another pentagram, right? So protection of you, protection of the entire human race, of the collective, protection and connection of all the 5 elements. And it represents so much more too. This is just what I'm feeling called for. And I'm getting Alice in Wonderland vibes here. She's trying to go through the door, and they're like, well, you need to be bigger. Okay, now you need to be smaller. Now you need to be bigger. Now you need to be smaller. And it's like she's just doing everything she feels like she thinks she needs to do. But the point was the journey that she's taking. It wasn't what was on the other side of the door, any of the doors. And so when things are leaving and you're kind of getting thrown for a loop here, which I'm so sorry about, it's like you deserve better, but that's the point. Whew, okay. So with this 5 of Pentacles here, you could be feeling like just down in the dumps. Like, why? Like, just why? Well, you know why. You already know why. It's just difficult and challenging, and that's okay. So the Sagittarius energy here, Temperance, again for you. Just want you to know that you're loved. Have a little bit more patience. I know you have so much patience. I can literally feel it off of you. But honey, give yourself Don't sit and try to be like, I'm gonna be patient. Sit. Like, no, like, go take a bath, go create a project, write a book, listen to a song, like, follow your flow. He has a triangle and a square on his heart. Now, this kind of is reminding me of, like, the Philosopher's Stone. So that could be very significant to you, checking out the golden ratio, Fibonacci, or even Ptolemy, which is a little bit irrelevant, but his name came to my mind, so I'm going to say it. Sagittarius could be like an energy that is kind of taunting you right now. Not in a negative way, but he wants you to stand in your power, in your full sunlight, but he's juggling, so if there's a Sagittarius around you, okay, now I don't trust this card. Why is it looking at me funny? It's like an earth angel that's hurting you because you asked it to as your higher self. And it doesn't take the love out of the situation. So if there's someone around you that's not treating you right, don't ever take that, but know that you're loved by the person that's hurting you. Just know, or the situation, just know that you are loved, and that it's not because they don't love you. It's because they're being guided by your ancestors to help you, to give you a boost. And it probably happened, whatever this was, suddenly, and probably seemed unfair. And 8 is Scorpio, Pluto, transformative. And Pluto is very interesting because it can be like beautiful, and it's like a fire, water, like pitta kind of energy. And it's always like getting to the bottom of the secrets, getting to the bottom of everything. Transforming yourself, becoming beautiful. But Pluto also is Hades. Pluto also represents, well, transformation. Scorpio is releasing toxins. That's the vibe of Scorpio. So you're releasing toxins from your life, and sometimes these are people, places, things, and it happens a little bit fast, catches you off guard. But this is a Wands energy, and it's happy and colorful, so whatever it is, it's leading you to your Queen of Pentacles. And we did get the King of Pentacles, but I can't really see him here. So when you feel okay and unbothered, I have a feeling that something or someone is going to come in for you. And there are a lot of signals for this, but we've gotten the Ace of Cups. But, okay. Yeah, absolutely something's coming in for you, but you need to be rested, unbothered, and almost, it doesn't matter whether you're aware or not. You just need to be unbothered by whether or not it's there or not. And that is, if you know any Sagittarius people, that is it to a T too, or like heavy Sagittarius energy. It's like, you cannot make a Sagittarius do anything, even if they want to do it. If they think they're supposed to, it's not going to happen. But if they know they don't have to and they want to, then they'll be right, like, it's already done, right? So whatever this is, you need to just not care. Not care, and just be yourself openly and freely. That's who you are. That's what you are. That's the way you deserve to live your life. Your energy is so beautiful here, and there's this little, just tiny blip in your energy that it wasn't put there by you, and unfortunately you're the one that needs to release it. I can see that here. But because you're the one that decided to come into this realm and take on this burden, carry this cross, and release it for yourself, your loved ones, your ancestors, your collective, that's showing how beautiful you really are. So please, please take care of yourself. Please, please have just a smidge more patience. And by patience, I don't mean sitting and waiting unless you feel you need rest. Honor that. But honor yourself. Nothing else can or will unless you do, authentically, at your core. That needs to be your vibration. It's not about high or low or centered. It's about honoring yourself. This is a realm of creation, and you're a co-creator, and you deserve to step into that role. I love you so much. I really hope this helped. Ooh, Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I'm just gonna put him over the King of Pentacles, because I think you know why. Yeah, you're a checkmate. Your checkmate is coming to you real soon, and you're gonna be the one that puts it there. But you're not gonna see it when you do, because it's gotta come from you authentically, not because of what's gonna come out of it. Alright, now I'm done. I hope this helped. I love you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Also tell your ancestors I say hi, because their energy's awesome, and I love them. I hope you have I just said that. I love you. Namaste. Mwah.
Hi there, Group 3. If you selected the third group, which was the Knight of Cups from the Light Seers Tarot, as you can see, I'm back in my regular setting, but I've got your reading for you today. So, the first things that are coming to my mind with this, well, I saw 14 seconds on the recording time, so this is definitely something that's guided for you. Knight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. This is implying that there's some kind of probably romantic, but message rooted in love that's coming to you. Something about starting a new venture or a new beginning, but grounding something with better roots. The roots on this look like it's been plucked out of the ground, like they've been dying a little bit, but you can see that there's still something sprouting. It's like exactly perfect for propagation. So whatever this is, it's time for a new perspective in the heart center. Time to, with the blue on top of the Ace of Cups here, speak your truth from your heart, not just your intuition. And the picnic blanket and a little bowl, also singing bowl, is kind of standing out to me too. So there could be a surprise that somebody has for you, something that has to do with a picnic. Perhaps there's something you've been waiting on for a long time with the Three of Wands, and you just got sick and tired of waiting, so you decided to go with your own flow. Open up your truest expression, and definitely explore your own sensual, creative, passionate, and spiritual sides of yourself, while you let the rest of the situation kind of settle itself out. With the Six of Swords, well, I decided not to pull reversals for this reading, but they all want to come out reversed right now. So it's a saying that it's like these two coming out kind of let me know that you're a little bit stuck on what could have been or what should have been or what would have been, whatever. And you've decided to ultimately walk away for your own health, but this is what is creating a rebirth and a new cycle for you. Because at the end of the day, whatever situation this was, you were coming from a grounded, heart-centered, and spiritual place. You were balanced in the mind, body, spirit. And you were just waiting and not leaving. There was something about your own worth, or you were not standing entirely in it. The 3 to the 6 is saying that you created a present moment where you were looking back at the past a little bit, but now this current situation has you, or perhaps another party, or both, reminiscing about the past and what could have been in the future. Three of Pentacles is popping out during my shuffle, which is the card of teamwork, grounding, working on things together, of course. So I'll pull these the way they came out. So you have the Knight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Strength, and the Fool card. Okay, so this immediately went from a bit of a murky, confident yellow kind of color, focused on heart-centered spirituality and growth here, but now they're all turning green and blue. So definitely more emphasis on standing authentic to your heart center, to what your heart is telling you. You've put a lot of work into where you are, and now is not the time to stop what you've been doing, even though everything around you might make you feel like, oh my gosh, in order to be successful, or in order to get things the way you want, or control the situation, essentially, you might feel a need to kind of shake some things off, and that's where the Five of Swords energy is coming in. But you know, to have enough the Fool card, you know, to have enough faith in the universe, that everything's going to be okay, because you're doing what you're supposed to do. And challenges may come up, and things may be spoken to you that do not actually resonate with you, which is where you've been pushed to enter your more spiritual self, and to take a look at yourself and say, well, really, who am I? Really, what does align with you, and what is a projection of other people? So you've really figured this out. You've stayed in your own lane primarily. You're focusing on yourself, and you've been opening up your heart center and having faith in the universe, knowing that you're going to be okay no matter what happens, because you have yourself. And the same Three of Wands as are on this card are replicated on this Knight of Wands card. So you've decided to walk away from either a situation, person, or energy at the very least. Swords can indicate overthinking as well. So you're walking away from this mental energy and transmuting it through your heart chakra and expressing it through your sacral chakra. So you are becoming more creative. You might be getting back into music. You could be getting into horseback riding. I'm seeing yin and yang
here with this, the black horse and the white horse. So a lot of elements of freedom. And also fire energy. Well, we do have a pretty healthy mix of energies here, but the fire is really standing out. It's like this fire is being doused by water, finally, after maybe burning everything down in its surroundings. But you, as an external party to whatever the situation this is, you have used this as an opportunity to look into yourself, to become even stronger, to grow even more, and to really find that self-confidence that comes through your unconditional love that you know you exhibit, and your spirituality and intuition that you know is there for you, and your relationship with Source, God, your higher self, whatever, that is you. Everything that you do, all the hard work that you put into whatever it is that you do, this cannot be denied because you know your own truth. And this freedom that you're finding, despite your surroundings currently, or despite whatever this external situation is what's calling in this Knight of Cups. Which is interesting because these energies are almost like so free that you might not even want this Knight of Cups energy anymore, but this Knight of Cups is drawn to you for exactly this reason. So this is why we have two aces here, because there's a new beginning. Whatever energy this Knight of Cups is representing for you, it definitely needs to make some physical changes in order to be allowed back into your energy. But that's also where the Ace of Cups is here for you, where you need to open up your heart a little bit more. Not that you're not showing love, not that you're not giving and receiving love. I can see that you are. You're finally pouring this love back into yourself. So naturally, if you come out a little bit guarded when it comes to a person, place, or situation that's harmed you or hurt you in any way, it makes perfect sense why you would be a bit guarded, but you are being called to have faith and love and hope anyway. For advice, you have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So this is saying to keep working on whatever it is that you're growing. There's a new opportunity that's coming towards you, and there is definitely a stable future in the situation that you might not be seeing right now. You could be trying to get, I'm hearing, the hell out of Dodge in the situation. Things might have just been moving way too fast. And if something is, you are so close to your goal that you're going to want things to slow down when you get there. Things are just going to be moving super quickly. And at this point, things have been dragging so slowly that the energy got a little bit murky. So now this has been transmuted, the energy is speeding up, and you're going to find this gentle, slow stability on top of this impulsive, free, openly expressive energy. So your advice is definitely to keep doing what you're doing. I'm hearing, come on, baby, keep on doing what you're doing. And Knight of Swords is definitely, can be moving away from something. You also have the Six of Swords. So if you've decided, Two of Swords. If you've decided to walk away from something, maintain your decision, but stay out of your mind about it. You could definitely be wondering, how in the world could there be a stable future out of this situation? The answer is because it's transmuting. It's already transmuted. At the very least, you're in the middle of this process. So I'm pulling this as a little bit of predictive energy. Is the Seven of Swords. You walking away is going to really show your true strength and your true power, and it's going to flip things on their head. This Justice falling in reverse over the Ace of Cups is telling me that your heart has been open and you have been giving and giving and giving, and another side has just been taking. But you standing in your power, on the outside it looks like your eyes are closed and you maybe are holding a sword, but what's really going on is the Time Master, an alchemist, a magician, a high priestess, a goddess, right? Who already knows, who can see clearly everywhere she looks what is right and wrong. But the projection could be onto you, like a fighter, eyes closed, not seeing what's in front of you, ready to fight. But what's actually going on is someone who's just had enough of being mistreated. And you are never the problem in the situation, but you are meant to find your confidence through the situation. And you and I are not the only ones that know this. Whatever situation or person that this relates to is
damn well aware of this, and that's exactly why it's so triggering for them, which is exactly what spurted this entire situation, which just gave you a little growth spurt in your confidence, in standing in your power, and in your communication and creative expression. To get the Six of Wands here next to the Justice is saying, you know that you deserve to be treated better. You know that you deserve your happy ending and your celebration. You know that you deserve to be in the present moment, stopping and smelling the flowers and wearing your cute little heels out on the town if that's what you want and decide to do. You leaving this energy is balancing the scales back out. But I can see here that it took a lot from you. And the reason that you did this was for love for yourself, love for the situation, love for the collective, because you know now that everything will always end up being okay, despite what it looks like on the outside. So now I'm going to pull some cards to see why this came up. And we'll see what you're learning, and I'll ask a yes and no question for you. And whatever card comes out will also give the why. I don't think I did this for the other two piles, but I'm feeling a little extra givey for you today, Group 3. So why you're going through this? Queen of Wands, 8 of Wands, the Moon, and 10 of Wands. Okie dokie. Okay, whoever you are, Group 3, you are about to hit a wild ride in your life in the best way possible. You stepping into your fullness, into your power, and creating every idea that comes to your mind, like, effortlessly is the word that I'm getting. And she looks like she's sitting in the middle of a seance with a black cat, flowy pants. This lady on the Queen of Wands, I need her to be my best friend. And this is the energy that you're stepping into. 8 of Wands indicates quick moving, communication, spiritual enlightenment, travel. So I have a feeling your energy is going to be highly regarded, highly sought after. And this is an aspect that is being hidden from you right now because you're the one that needs to take the initiative in order to step into this direction. Because if someone's saying, hey, I really like your creative projects, I really like your energy, I really like your spiritual knowledge, for example, someone could come up to you and ask you to step down a path. And then you would think, is that really my path? But you putting yourself on this path is allowing things to flow more smoothly. And while there are a few things that maybe aren't quite lining up and you're being guided just to follow your heart and intuition when everything around you is probably on its head, you're the one that needed to put yourself on this path so that when this opportunity happens, you can say, yes, I am on the right path. This is for me. You can identify it as a manifestation that came in for you because you, number 10, you cleared the cycles. You put the hard work in. You put the hard work into your spirituality, to your development, to your self-improvement. I'm seeing 818, which means that mirroring cycles between you and whatever situation you are in. This 8 of Wands, you are the light in your situation, and the other side was pulling on your light. This could be some kind of like energy vampire, someone trying to swap energies with you, just a jealous entity, or just a very draining energy that was around you. So 818 is saying that there's transformation on both sides, but for you, your light grew. And this situation is realizing that you were the light in the situation all along, and it broke their heart, and that's why they broke yours. But Page of Wands is saying that, well, things are going to be okay no matter what. The Magician, you already knew this, you already know this, but because of the pain that this other situation is walking through, it's easy for them to just point fingers, right? It's easy for them to not acknowledge what it is that could be considered shortcomings on their end, and that can lead to some harsh speech. However, you are not, you are in this unbothered and free energy. You also have the High Priestess and the Hanged Man. You already knew this was going to happen. You were aware while it was happening of the outcome, and even though you knew these things, you decided to even see things from a new perspective and see where in the situation you could possibly grow from, even though the pain, the conflict in this scenario literally had nothing to do with you, and it never did. It was a projection of someone else's insecurity on your own Empress and Emperor energy over the Magician. So whatever union means to you, this could be in a romantic relationship, this could be in a job, this could be balancing your feminine and masculine energies within yourself. Whatever this is, you're manifesting, you're balanced. You're in the energy for it already. That's why things seem to be moving quickly. Energy could be flowing a little bit easier. You could be speaking a little bit snappier, but
again, unbothered, because this is the Queen of Swords energy. You're going to get up and dance, you're going to boogie, you're going to sing, you're going to speak your mind, you're going to read your book, and if someone's giving you a hard time, you're going to say, look, I'll flip you on your ass. The Hermit. You've spent enough time alone to know yourself. You've been learning yourself, learning the universe, learning God, learning Source. You've been learning. And this Emperor energy is a bit stuck, right? But you've been learning how to create, how to manifest. Not that you didn't already know, but you've been taking things even that much further. So with a 9 to go to an 8, you were finding freedom within yourself, and then you decided to expand. In yoga, we say shanti, shanti, shanti. The first shanti is, well, shanti means peace. The first peace is within you and yourself. The second piece is with you and your personal relationships. And the third piece is with you and the collective, you and the universe, you and the world. So that's what this, that's what, I don't know, came to my mind here that could be relevant. So you've been finding all three of your peace. You've been finding peace in every area of your life, and now you have opportunities available to you, which is why you've got the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords coming for you. Absolutely another confirmation of what came in the beginning, a new energy, a new offer that's coming into you because of your creative pursuits, and it's going to be more than you could have ever even imagined. Expect a message very quickly. We have a lot of cards indicating messages and quick movement. Almost all of them came out. So absolutely look forward to some, I want to say unexpected communication, but also with these intuitive cards, I don't really think that's the case. Wait on the communication that you already know is coming. If you can get out of this little bit of sad sack energy that it's okay, you know, when things aren't fair, it hurts, but we all know that it's fair at the end of the day, even when it's not fair, and you are allowing things to flow, and you are on top of the wheel. You know how to balance, and that's the point. She's in tree pose. She's grounded. She's alchemizing dark and light, and that's exactly you. That's exactly what's going on. So try to stay out of this energy where you're a little bit indecisive. Allow your angels and guides to be there for you, and there's a lot of indication towards like Sagittarius energy and Cancer energy, a little bit of Libra and Scorpio too, so that could be significant for you. Temperance is more than patience. It's also listening to your guidance and like owning up to it, right? So you've been struggling, you've been working, you've been building, you've been learning all alone, everything that you've been doing, and you've absolutely earned your accolades. So there are some things that you've healed. It's like normally 4 of Swords indicates active healing, but I'm really feeling the energy here for you that you healed already, and you're showing other people how, and now the things that you work on are just the everyday bumps in the road, and that's okay. That's beautiful. She's entirely, I'll say it again, unbothered by all of the going-ons around her. In fact, she started to even decorate them, turned it into a little heart, add some little pearls and beads and diamonds in there. So you are absolutely on top of your energy, and that is making whatever situation that was taking your energy feel drained. They feel like they're not getting equal give and take because, well, they were taking too much. But I was going to say they are going to start realizing this or have, but I didn't pull those cards. Either way, this is about you. And you're the Queen of Pentacles energy with the star. Aw. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. Amen. And that's Aquarius energy here. 17-8, which is my life path. Fun fact. So this represents you finding balance within yourself and your interpersonal relationships is what's going to actually create abundance for you, and is going to create new cycles that allow you to tap into the divine and create your own kind of infinity. Here, she's literally lassoing a star. She's lassoing the sun. She knows that if she believes, it's possible. And this is the card of Aquarius, humanitarian energy. Again, Aquarius is like the king of unbothered energy. So you're unbothered, you're doing what you want, and we got the Lovers even underneath. So this situation is coming back around, and it's finally coming back around in a fair pursuit. The energy will be balanced, it will be fair. I don't know why I'm extra drawn to the fact that she's pulling on his hair. That could be significant for any reason. So your advice ultimately is when this comes back in, don't neglect it. Actually take a look at the energy that's around you and observe the way that it's changed. Don't just listen to the words, but actually observe the energy. Use your intuition and stand in your confidence to know that regardless of what happens after you deal with the situation, everything's going to be okay. You're going to get your 10 of Cups energy. You're already in it. You're already vibrating at it. And that's exactly the reason why things are starting to kind of shift and fall and move around you, because you've made the decision that you're worth it. You've made the decision to continue growing. You've made the decision that you deserve everything that you want. And you're even taking the time to stop and smell the flowers. So when this comes back around, you have one more opportunity to trust it, and it's going to be the hardest to trust it. But I'm hearing that song Bones. When the bones are good, the rest don't matter. If they're in a crack in the foundation, whatever. I don't know all the words, but the situation, it's all about the foundation. And the foundation is love, it's spirituality, and it's groundedness. So if it's spiritual and grounded and love and true authentic passion, then that's the only thing that should ever matter. Anything external that's getting in the way, like these pentacles and this neglectful energy that wants to show up, it's just there's an apology that's owed to you that's most likely coming, hopefully, but regardless, you need to be okay. And you are. And that's exactly why you're here. And I know that it can be sometimes hard to see what's going on and also not see what's going on at the same time. It's like you know exactly what's going on because you see it in the 5D through the veil, but in the 3D, you're just watching like self-destructive energy around you, and that's why you walked away, to focus on your own stability. You took the growth where you needed it, and the situation is coming right back around like, oh, so it turns out you weren't the problem, but I'm ready to do the work. Will you give it one more shot? To end your reading, we've got the King of Cups, the 3 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a little bit more love that can be squeezed out of the situation. It's asking for temperance, it's asking for patience, it's asking for you to just sail away into the ocean of your love, your mind, your intuition. And don't be afraid to work together to celebrate. Don't be afraid to be happy again, because holding your feelings close to your chest will not help you this time. In the past, it did. It was a self-preservation for you, but it ended up putting you in the 10 of Swords energy because you just weren't speaking your heart. And now that you've learned to do so through uncomfortable situations, you will now have the option to do it through the situation that you've always wanted. So get comfortable in that happy, excited, deserving energy. Get comfortable being comfortable. Get comfortable being in love, regardless of what it looks like around you. Because that's the energy that you are omitting. That's the energy that people are being drawn to you because of. All these opportunities, all this fresh start in love and business and finance and speech and everything. Even the way that you feel about yourself. It stems from this confidence in your connection to the divine. So now I will finally ask your yes, no, and why question. I will pull 3 cards, even though I usually only pick 1. The answer to your question is yes. Just jump. Don't be afraid to jump. Even if it looks like you're the only one jumping, don't be afraid to jump one last time, is what I'm hearing. Because this time you will fly. Because let's not ruminate over the past. Yes. The answer is yes, because it no longer serves you to ruminate over the past, and you will truly not be alone once you take the leap. You only must take the leap by yourself. But once you jump, you won't be alone anymore. Okay. So I can see that you have a little bit of indecisive energy going back and forth, and that's totally okay. Call yourself back to center, right? Find your root chakra, find your crown chakra, find your heart center. Find stillness. Focus on your breath, direct your energy, and be authentic with yourself. That's all that it takes. Understand as much as you can understand, and understand that others can only understand you as much as they understand themselves. Same with love. The future of the situation is in the past. So, look at the positive.
Don't look at the negative. Come at the situation with the energy that you would like the situation to come at you with, even if it doesn't look that way. Because if you're matching energy and an energy is trying to pull you down, be the stronger energy that jumps anyway, through love, through light. This is you. This is your authentic energy. There will be equal give and take in the situation. And I'm seeing 693, 369, damn, you're fine. 693, so this indicates that, yeah, in the present, the future can be seen by looking at the past. They say history repeats itself, but things change. People change. It's not always easy, but it has to do with releasing the past. And you're coming from a healed energy, and whatever other entity is working with you here, the other party, they are on your tail. They're right behind. So I'm hearing, have faith in me. Day to remember. Yes. Okay. So that would be a message from this person, place, thing, whatever. Be the change you want to see in the world, even though sometimes things don't make sense. I love you so much, and I really hope that this helps shed some light and clarity on your situation. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful, crazy realm. Namaste.